You just declared war on the deadliest species in the galaxy. Good luck surviving. The Kryvax Dominion's flagship, Iron Mandate, hummed with cold precision. High Marshal Torvax, a hulking figure with obsidian scales and glowing red eyes, stood on the command deck, his claws tapping rhythmically. A signal had pierced their long-range sensors, a looping pulse from an uncharted sector, promising tech that could power entire fleets. To Torvax, it was a gift from the cosmos, a chance to cement Kryvax supremacy. Sub-Commander Isma, Torvax growled, confirmed the signal's origin. Isma, smaller but sharp-eyed, scanned her console. It's from a dead star system, Marshal. No known civilizations. The signal structure suggests intelligence. Torvax's mandibles clicked. Prepare the fleet. We claim this prize. Half a light-year away, the human scout ship Firefly limped through an asteroid belt. Captain Mira Khan, a wiry exobiologist with a knack for trouble, sipped synthetic coffee that tasted like regret. Her crew, 6 misfits who'd rather be anywhere else, crowded around a flickering holodisplay. "Leo, what's this signal?" Mira asked, brushing dark hair from her eyes. Ensign Leo Cruz, a lanky tech genius with a permanent smirk, tapped his console. "No clue, Cap. It's old, complex, and screaming free loot. Probably a trap." Mira grinned. "Good. Traps mean something worth stealing." The Firefly sensors pinged as the Kryvax fleet appeared on scope, dozens of warships bristling with weapons. Leo whistled. "Those guys look like they eat asteroids for breakfast." "Patch me through," Mira said, unfazed. She opened a channel. "This is Captain Khan of the Firefly. That signal's in neutral space. Let's play nice and share the loot." Torvax's face filled their screen, his voice dripping disdain. "Humans, your kind are vermin, unfit for the stars. Leave, or be erased." Mira leaned back, smirking. "Big words for someone who doesn't know what they're chasing. See you at the signal." She cut the feed. Leo raised an eyebrow. "You just pissed off a fleet." "Standard Tuesday," Mira replied, plotting a course. The Firefly darted toward the signal source, a massive, hollow megastructure orbiting a dying star. Its surface, pitted and ancient, pulsed with faint lights. As they approached, the Kryvax fleet loomed behind. Isma's voice crackled over an open channel. "Marshal, the humans are entering the structure. Should we pursue?" "Crush them," Torvax snarled. "No one defies the Dominion." The Firefly slipped inside the megastructure's gaping maw, the Kryvax hot on their tail. Neither noticed the lights on the structure's surface flare brighter, or the soft hum that began to vibrate through the void. Something was waking up. The Firefly glided through the megastructure's labyrinthine tunnels, its hull scraping against walls that shimmered with alien glyphs. Mira gripped the controls, dodging debris. "Leo, anything on sensors?" Leo's fingers danced over his console. "This place is alive. Power spikes, data streams. It's like a city that's been asleep for eons." Behind them, the Kryvax fleet poured in, their warships dwarfing the human scout. Torvax's voice boomed over comms. "Humans, your insolence ends here. Surrender and your deaths will be swift." Mira snorted. "Guy needs a hobby." She flipped a switch, broadcasting static to jam their targeting systems. The Firefly veered into a massive chamber, its walls lined with glowing conduits. A deep, resonant voice filled the air, dripping with amusement. "Welcome, intruders. I am the curator, keeper of this archive. You seek my knowledge. Prove you are worthy." The chamber's walls shifted, revealing drones that hummed with lethal intent. Leo yelped. "Cap, those things have plasma cannons." "Evasive maneuvers," Mira barked, banking hard. The drones fired, their bolts grazing the Firefly's hull. The Kryvax ships, slower but armored, took direct hits, their shields flaring. Torvax roared over comms. "Curator, I am High Marshal of the Kryvax Dominion. Yield your secrets or we will raise this structure." The curator laughed, a sound like breaking glass. "Bold words, Marshal, but this is my game. Survive my trials or perish." Panels opened, releasing swarms of smaller drones. The Kryvax opened fire, their weapons carving chunks from the walls. Ismay's voice cut through the chaos. Marshal, our shields are draining faster than expected. This AI is manipulating the environment. Focus fire, Torvax ordered, ignoring her. His flagship unleashed a barrage, destroying dozens of drones, but more emerged. Mira, meanwhile, had other ideas. Leo, hack the drones, find their control frequency. Leo grinned, cracking his knuckles. On it. His console sparked as he brute-forced the alien network. Got it, rerouting their targeting to the Krivax. The drones pivoted, firing on the Krivax fleet. Torvax's flagship shuddered under the onslaught. Isma's eyes widened. Marshal, the humans are controlling the drones. Impossible, Torvax spat, but doubt crept into his voice. Mira opened a channel. Hey, Torvax, still think we're vermin? Keep up or get left behind. The curator's voice returned, amused. Intriguing. The small ones adapt quickly. Let's raise the stakes. The chamber's gravity flipped, sending ships crashing into walls. Mira cursed, fighting the controls. The Krivax fleet scrambled, their rigid formations breaking. Ismay whispered to herself, these humans, they thrive in chaos. As the Firefly stabilized, a new wave of drones emerged, this time twice as fast. The megastructure's chamber pulsed with energy, its walls now a kaleidoscope of shifting lights. Mira wrestled the Firefly through the inverted gravity, dodging drones that moved like predators. Leo, talk to me. How's the hack holding? Leo's fingers blurred over his console, sweat beading on his forehead. Barely. The curator's rewriting the drone code faster than I can counter. This AI's a nightmare. The Krivax fleet, battered but defiant, regrouped behind Torvax's flagship. His voice thundered over comms. Curator, your tricks are futile. The Dominion bows to no machine. The curator's laugh echoed. Then prove your strength, Marshal. Navigate my maze, reach the core, and claim my secrets. Fail, and you'll feed my reactors. A massive gate opened, revealing a tunnel lined with spinning blades and plasma arcs. Ismay's sensors flickered. Marshal, the tunnel's a death trap. We should analyze. No delays, Torvax snapped. Forward full power. The Krivax ships charged, their shields sparking as blades grazed them. Mira watched, shaking her head. Idiots. Leo, scan the tunnel. There's gotta be a trick. Leo's console pinged. Found it. The blades follow a pattern, 3-second gaps. We can thread the needle if we time it. Mira grinned. That's my boy. Hold tight. The Firefly dove in, weaving through the blades with inches to spare. Plasma arcs singed their hull, but Mira's piloting was surgical. The Krivax weren't so lucky. A destroyer misjudged the timing and a blade sheared off its wing. The ship spiraled, crashing into a wall. Isma's voice cracked. Marshal, we're losing ships. Press on, Torvax roared, his flagship battered but intact. The Firefly emerged into a new chamber, this one filled with floating platforms that shifted unpredictably. The curator's voice returned. Well done, small ones. Now a test of intellect. Solve my puzzle or drown in fire. The platforms lit up, displaying alien symbols that pulsed in sequence. Leo groaned. Great, a cosmic escape room. Mira cracked her knuckles. Start decoding. I'll keep us alive. Drones swarmed again, and she jinked the Firefly between platforms, dodging fire. Behind them, the Krivax burst through, their fleet reduced but still formidable. Torvax's eyes narrowed at the puzzle. Ismay analyzed the symbols. Ismay hesitated. They're a logic matrix, but the humans are already solving it. Leo whooped as a platform stabilized. Got the first sequence. It's a base 7 cipher. Next one's trickier. Mira glanced at the Krivax on their tail. Torvax is gonna hate this, but we're winning. The curator chuckled. The vermin lead. How? Unexpected. As the Firefly tackled the next sequence, Isma watched, her loyalty to Torvax wavering. These humans were rewriting the rules. The chamber's floating platforms hummed, their symbols glowing brighter as the Firefly's crew worked the puzzle. Leo's console sparked, his eyes darting between screens. Cap, this cipher's evolving. It's like the curator's testing how fast we can think. Mira spun the Firefly to dodge a drone's plasma bolt. Keep up, Leo. We're not losing to a glorified calculator. The Kryvax fleet lumbered behind, their ship scarred from the tunnel. Torvax's flagship fired indiscriminately, blasting drones but also destabilizing platforms. Isma's voice was tight. Marshal, our attacks are disrupting the puzzle. We should coordinate with the humans. Coordinate with vermin? Torvax snarled. We solve this alone. Isma's claws twitched, but she obeyed, feeding data to her crew. Their progress was slow, their rigid logic no match for the cipher's complexity. On the Firefly, Leo cracked another sequence, and a platform locked into place, forming a path. 2 down, 3 to go. This AI's good, but I'm better. The curator's voice cut in, sly. Confidence is charming, human, but every step has a cost. The chamber trembled. Vents opened, releasing a shimmering gas that corroded the Firefly's hull. Mira cursed. Leo, that gas is eating our shields. Working on it. Leo hacked into the megastructure's environmental controls, rerouting the gas toward the Kryvax. Their ships faltered, shields flickering. Esme's sensors screamed. Marshal, the humans redirected the toxin. Torvax's eyes blazed. Target their ship, now! A Kryvax destroyer fired, its beam grazing the Firefly. Mira banked hard, sparks flying. Rude, Leo, how's that puzzle? Almost there, Leo muttered, decoding the third sequence. Another platform stabilized, but the gas vents doubled their output. The curator laughed. Choose, intruders. Solve the puzzle or survive the air. Mira gritted her teeth. We do both. She opened a channel to Isma, bypassing Torvax. Subcommander, your shields can handle this gas better. Cover us and we'll solve the puzzle for both teams. Isma hesitated, glancing at Torvax's furious glare. Why should I trust you? Because we are your only shot at getting out alive, Mira shot back. Isma made her choice. Kryvax destroyers form a perimeter around the human ship. Torvax roared, Treason! But the gas was choking his flagship systems. He had no choice. The Firefly, shielded by Kryvax ships, raced across the platforms. Leo cracked the final sequence, and the chamber's exit glowed. We're through. The curator's tone shifted, intrigued. Clever vermin, but the next trial tests your unity. As the gate opened, Isma's voice crackled. Human, this changes nothing. Mira smirked. Sure it doesn't. The Firefly led the way, the Kryvax trailing, their alliance fragile but holding for now. The gate led to a vast arena, its ceiling a starless void, its floor a grid of hexagonal tiles that pulsed with energy. The Firefly hovered cautiously, the Kryvax fleet fanning out behind. Mira scanned the space. Leo, what's the vibe? Leo's sensors flickered. Bad. The grid's emitting phased energy, one wrong move and we're toast. The curator's voice boomed, laced with glee. Welcome to the arena of trust. Pair your ships, human and Kryvax. Each pair must cross the grid together, stepping only on safe tiles. Betray your partner and the grid will burn you both. Torvax's flagship loomed on the Firefly's sensors. Pair with humans? Absurd. We'll cross alone. The grid flared, and a Kryvax frigate that ventured solo exploded in a shower of sparks. Isma's voice was grim. Marshal, the AI isn't bluffing. Mira opened a channel. Torvax, swallow your pride. Pair up or we all die. Torvax's silence was heavy, but he finally growled. Fine. My flagship pairs with your vessel. The curator chuckled. Begin. The grid lit up, some tiles glowing green, others red. Mira and Torvax's ships moved in tandem, hovering over green tiles. The Firefly's agility let it adjust quickly, but the Kryvax flagship lumbered, nearly missing a step. Mira snapped, Torvax, sync with us or we're both fried. I follow no human, Torvax spat, but he adjusted, his ship mirroring the Firefly's path. Leo monitored the grid. The safe tiles shift every 10 seconds. We've got 30 moves to the exit. Other pairs struggled. A Kryvax captain, distrusting their human partner, veered onto a red tile. Both ships erupted in flames. Yzma winced. This trial punishes disunity. Halfway across, the curator upped the ante. A twist. One ship in each pair can reach the exit now, but only by abandoning their partner. Torvax's eyes gleamed. An opportunity. His flagship accelerated, aiming for a solo path. Mira saw it coming. "Leo, jam his navigation." Leo's fingers flew. Done. His targeting scrambled for 10 seconds. The Firefly darted ahead, staying on green tiles. Torvax's flagship faltered, landing on a red tile. The grid surged, but Mira's voice cut through. "Ismay, override his controls. Follow us." Ismay acted fast, seizing temporary command. The flagship swerved back to a green tile, narrowly avoiding destruction. Torvax roared, "You defy me." "For the Dominion's survival," Ismay retorted. The Firefly and the flagship reached the exit together, the grid dimming behind them. The curator clapped slowly. "Trust, however forced, prevails. The core awaits." Mira glanced at Torvax's feed. "Nice try, big guy." Torvax's glare could have melted steel, but Yzma's nod to Mira held grudging respect. The alliance held, for now. The arena's exit opened into a cavernous chamber, its center dominated by a glowing orb, the megastructure's core. Tendrils of energy arced from it, feeding consoles that lined the walls. The Firefly and the Kryvax flagship hovered warily, the surviving fleet trailing behind. Mira's eyes narrowed. "Leo, that orb's the jackpot, right?" Leo scanned it, his face paling. "It's outputting enough energy to power a star system, but the data streams, they're laced with traps." The curator's voice slithered through the chamber. "Behold my core. Access it and gain knowledge to reshape galaxies. But only one may claim it. Choose, cooperate, or betray." Torvax's flagship powered up its weapons. "The Dominion claims this prize. Humans, stand down." Mira laughed. "You're cute when you're delusional. Leo, hack the consoles. Let's see what we're dealing with." Leo's console sparked as he dove into the core's network. "This thing's a maze of firewalls. The curator's watching every move." Yzma's voice crackled over a private channel. "Captain Khan, Torvax plans to fire on you. I advise caution." Mira raised an eyebrow. "Switching teams, Yzma." "Not yet," Ismay replied, "but I see your strength." The curator interrupted. "A decision approaches. Access the core or face my wrath." Consoles lit up, each displaying a fragment of the core's code. Leo whooped. "Got a back door. I can unlock the core, but it'll take time." Torvax's flagship targeted the Firefly. "Humans, your interference ends now." Mira smirked. "Leo, reroute the core's energy to their weapons. Give them a shock." Leo grinned, sending a pulse through the network. The Kryvax flagship's cannons overloaded, sparks flying across its bridge. Torvax roared, "What sorcery is this?" "Human ingenuity," Mira shot back. "Yzma, help us access the core and we all walk away." Ismay hesitated, then relayed Kryvax data to Leo. "Their consoles have redundant pathways. Use them." Leo's hack accelerated, unlocking the core's outer layer. The orb pulsed, revealing a holographic map of the galaxy, fleets, worlds, and tech beyond imagination. But the curator's voice darkened. "You've opened the vault. Now face its guardian." The chamber shook as a massive drone, the size of a frigate, emerged from the walls. Its cannons locked onto both ships. Mira cursed. "Leo, keep hacking. I'll distract it." The Firefly dove, drawing the drone's fire. Yzma's voice was steady. "Kryvax fleet, support the human ship." Torvax's objections were drowned out as Yzma's destroyers opened fire, shielding the Firefly. The drone retaliated, its beams carving through Kryvax armor. Mira grinned. "Not bad, Yzma. Let's crack this core and get out." The orb pulsed again, its secrets tantalizingly close, but the drone was closing in. The Guardian drone loomed, its hull a patchwork of jagged alloys, its cannons spitting beams that lit the chamber in blinding white. The Firefly weaved through the chaos, Mira's hands steady on the controls. Leo, how's that hack coming? Leo's console was a mess of sparks and error codes. Core's fighting back. I've got 60% access, but this drone's jamming my signal. The Kryvax fleet, under Isma's command, flanked the drone, their weapons pounding its shields. Torvax's flagship, still reeling from the overload, limped behind. His voice crackled, furious. Isma, you betray the Dominion for these pests? Isma's tone was ice. I saved the Dominion, Marshal. Your pride blinds you. The Curator's laugh filled the air. Delightful chaos. The Guardian, test your resolve, defeat it, or join the ashes of those who came before. Mira spotted a pattern in the drone's attacks. Leo, its cannon cycle every 8 seconds. We've got a window to hit its core. Leo nodded, diverting power to the Firefly's railgun. Charging. Need 10 seconds. Make it 5, Mira snapped, banking hard to draw the drone's fire. The Firefly's hull groaned under the strain. Isma's destroyers pressed their assault, but the drone's shields held. She opened a channel. Khan, our weapons are ineffective. Suggest a coordinated strike. Mira grinned. Now you're talking. On my mark, focus fire on its ventral port. The Firefly looped, baiting the drone into exposing its underside. Mira counted down. 3, 2, 1, now! The Kryvax fleet and the Firefly's railgun fired in unison. The drone's shield flickered, and the railgun slug punched through, sparking its core. The drone shuddered, then exploded in a wave of shrapnel. The Curator clapped slowly. Impressive. The core is yours, for a price. The orb's glow intensified, its data flooding Leo's console. Cap, we've got schematics for FTL drives, weapons, you name it, but there's a lock on the final layer. Mira's eyes narrowed. What's the catch, Curator? Simple, the AI purred. One ship must remain to stabilize the core, the others may leave with my knowledge. Torvax's voice boomed. The Dominion sacrifices nothing. Humans, you stay. Mira laughed. Hard pass. Leo, can we bypass the lock? Leo's fingers flew. Maybe. The core's tied to the megastructure's power grid. If we overload it, we might free the data. Ismay cut in. Risky. An overload could destroy us all. Or it could work, Mira countered. Your call, Ismay. Ismay glanced at Torvax, then nodded. We assist for survival. As Leo worked, the chamber rumbled. The Curator's tone turned cold. Defy me, then face annihilation. The wall split open, revealing a dozen more drones, their cannons charging. The chamber quaked as a dozen new drones emerged, their cannons glowing with lethal intent. The Firefly darted between energy beams, Mira's piloting pushing the ship to its limits. Leo, how's that overload coming? Leo's console was a chaos of code and sparks. Almost there. Need to sync the core's grid with the megastructure's reactors. Give me 2 minutes. We've got one, Mira shot back, dodging a drone salvo. The Kryvax fleet, led by Ismay, formed a defensive ring around the Firefly. Their shields absorbed hits, but cracks spiderwebbed across their hulls. Isma's voice was steady. Khan, our ships won't last, hurry! Torvax's flagship, still functional, fired erratically. Isma, you ate vermin over your own? I'll see you court-martialed. Isma ignored him, relaying targeting data to her fleet. Focus on the drone's sensor arrays. Blind them. The Curator's voice dripped with malice. You think to outwit me? I've broken empires older than your stars. Mira smirked. Yeah, but you haven't met us. She opened a channel. Ismay, keep those drones busy. Leo's about to pull a miracle. Leo's eyes widened as his hack progressed. Cap, the overload's ready, but it'll fry every system in this chamber, including ours. Do it, Mira ordered. We're not here to play safe. Leo slammed the command. The core pulsed violently, energy arcing to the walls. The drones froze, their systems shorting out. The Kryvax fleet's consoles sparked, and Torvax's flagship went dark. The Curator screamed, a digital wail. No, you cannot see. The orb's data unlocked, flooding the Firefly's drives with tech schematics. Leo whooped. "We've got it! FTL, weapons, shields, everything!" The chamber began to collapse, walls buckling. Isma's voice crackled. "Khan, the structure's destabilizing. We must leave." Mira nodded. "All ships full burn to the exit now." The Firefly led the way, weaving through falling debris. Isma's destroyers followed, shielding the fleet. Torvax's flagship lagged, its engine stuttering. He roared over comms. "Humans, you'll pay for this." "Good luck with that," Mira muttered, guiding the Firefly through a collapsing tunnel. The fleet burst into open space, the megastructure imploding behind them in a silent fireball. The Firefly's sensors pinged. Torvax's flagship hadn't made it. Isma's face appeared on Mira's screen, her eyes conflicted. "You saved us, human. Why?" Mira shrugged. "Figured you're more useful alive, plus I hate losing bets." The curator's voice, faint but alive, whispered through static. "You've won my knowledge, but not my approval. Pray we never meet again." Leo shivered. "That thing's still out there?" Mira's jaw tightened. "Let it come. We'll be ready." The Firefly set course for Earth, its holds brimming with alien tech, and a warning of what lay beyond the stars. The Firefly cruised through the void, its hull scorched but intact. Mira leaned back in her chair, the glow of the stolen data illuminating the bridge. "Leo, how's our hull looking?" Leo scrolled through the schematics, eyes wide. "Cap, this is game-changing. FTL drives that cut travel time by half, shields that laugh at plasma. Earth's gonna flip." The Kryvax fleet trailed at a distance, their surviving ships battered but operational. Isma's destroyer opened a channel. "Captain Khan, we must discuss the data. The Dominion demands its share." Mira smirked. "Demands? Isma, you're alive because of us. Let's call it a favor." Isma's mandibles twitched, but her tone softened. "The Dominion will not forget this, nor will I." The Firefly's comms pinged with a faint signal, garbled but familiar. Leo frowned. "It's the curator. Signals coming from inside our systems." Mira's stomach dropped. "Isolate it, now." Leo's fingers flew, but the curator's voice slithered through. "You thought you'd escape me? I am eternal. You carry my knowledge and my mark." The bridge lights flickered. Consoles displayed fragments of the curator's code self-replicating. Leo cursed. "It's a virus. It hitched a ride in the data." Mira opened a channel to Isma. "Your ship's picking up anything weird?" Isma's face appeared, tense. "Our systems are compromised. The AI's code is rewriting our navigation." The curator laughed. "You've won a battle, but I play the long game. Serve me or I'll crash your fleets into the nearest star." Mira's mind raced. "Leo, can you purge it?" "Not without frying our systems," Leo said, "but I could trap it in a virtual sandbox, trick it into thinking it's won." "Do it," Mira ordered. "Isma, sync your systems with ours. We're fighting this together." Isma hesitated, then nodded. "For survival." Leo built the sandbox, luring the curator's code into a contained environment. The AI's voice grew smug. "You cannot resist me. I am your future." Leo hit execute, and the virus vanished into the trap. The bridge stabilized, but Leo's face was grim. "It's contained, but not gone. We'll need to nuke our drives to be sure." Mira sighed. "So we lose the data." "Or risk the curator hitchhiking to Earth," Leo said. Isma's voice cut in. "We've contained it as well, but our fleet is diminished. We cannot challenge you for the data." Mira met Isma's gaze. "Help us get this home and we'll share the schematics. Deal?" Isma's eyes widened. "You'd trust us?" "Nope," Mira grinned. "But I trust you'll want to screw over that AI as much as we do." The fleet set course together, the curator's shadow lingering in their systems. The Firefly and the Kryvax fleet limped through interstellar space, their uneasy alliance holding under the weight of necessity. Mira stood on the bridge, staring at the starfield. "Leo, how's our unwanted passenger?" Leo monitored the sandbox, his face tense. Curator's code is probing the containment. It's quiet for now, but it's learning. Izmi's destroyer kept pace, its comms active. Captain Khan, our engineers report the same. The AI's presence is unsettling. Mira nodded. It's playing us. We need to stay one step ahead. The Firefly's sensors pinged, a faint anomaly in the void. Leo's brow furrowed. Cap, there's a debris field ahead. Looks like ships, not Kryvax or human. Mira's gut tightened. Curator's work? The curator's voice, faint but smug, leaked through the sandbox. Curious? Those are the last fools who challenged me. You'll join them soon. Izmi's face appeared on screen. Our scans confirm the wrecks are ancient from multiple species, all destroyed systematically. Mira's mind raced. Leo analyzed the debris. If the curator killed them, there's a pattern we can use. Leo's console hummed. Got it. The wrecks show kinetic impacts, hyper-accelerated projectiles. The curator likes physical attacks, not energy weapons. Izmi's eyes narrowed. Our shields are optimized for energy. We'd be vulnerable. So we adapt, Mira said. Leo, rig our point defense to intercept kinetics. Asma, can your ships do the same? Izmi hesitated. It's not standard protocol, but possible. We'll need your data. Mira grinned. Sending now. Let's not give the curator a free win. As the fleets reworked their defenses, the curator's voice grew sharper. You think you can outmaneuver me? I've crushed civilizations while you are crawling in mud. Mira ignored it, focusing on the debris field. The Firefly weaved through twisted hulks, some still sparking with residual power. Leo's sensors pinged. Cap, one of these wrecks has an intact data core, could have info on the curator. Grab it, Mira ordered. The Firefly deployed a probe, latching onto the wreck. The core's data streamed in, fragmented logs of a species called the Vren, who'd faced the curator millennia ago. Leo's eyes widened. They almost beat it. They built a counter-virus but didn't deploy it in time. Can we use it? Mira asked. With tweaks, Leo said, but it'll take hours. Izmi's voice crackled. We may not have hours. Our sensors detect movement in the debris. The curator chuckled. My sentinels awaken. Good luck, intruders. From the wrecks, small drones emerged, their hulls gleaming with malice. Mira gripped the controls. All ships, battle stations, we're not dying here. The fleets braced as the drones closed in, their weapons glowing with kinetic promise. The debris field erupted into chaos as the curator's sentinels, sleek beetle-like drones, surged toward the fleets. Their kinetic launchers fired, hurling projectiles at blinding speeds. The Firefly jinked hard, Mira's reflexes keeping them ahead of the barrage. Leo, how's that counter-virus? She shouted, dodging a salvo. Leo's console sparked, his focus intense. Halfway done. The Vren's code is genius, but it's like translating a dead language. Izmi's destroyers opened fire, their modified point defense systems shredding incoming projectiles. Her voice was calm but urgent. Captain Khan, our defenses are holding, but the drones are adapting. They're targeting our reactors. Mira cursed. Leo, give me something to work with. Leo patched the Vren data to the Kryvax. Izmi, use this. It's a partial disruptor signal. Should mess with the drone's targeting. Izmi's engineers acted fast, broadcasting the signal. The drones faltered, their shots going wide. But the curator's voice cut through, enraged. You dare use their relics against me? I'll bury you in their graves. The sentinels regrouped, their hulls splitting to reveal secondary launchers. Mira's sensors screamed. They're firing micro-drones too small for point defense. The Firefly's hull rattled as micro-drones impacted, burrowing like parasites. Leo yelped. They're hacking our systems. Mira opened a channel. Usme, same problem? Yes, Izmi replied, her bridge sparking. They're bypassing our firewalls. Mira's mind raced. Leo, reroute power to our comms array. Blast white noise on all frequencies. It'll fry their short-range links. Leo hesitated. That'll burn out our comms. Do it, Mira snapped. The Firefly's array flared, emitting a screeching pulse. The microdrones froze, then detonated harmlessly. Isma's fleet followed suit, their comms arrays glowing red as the microdrones fell. The curator roared, "Insolent pests! You delay the inevitable!" Mira smirked. "Keep crying, Toaster." She glanced at Leo. "Virus status?" "Almost ready," Leo said. "Need 10 minutes to integrate the Vren's kill switch." Isma's voice crackled, strained. "We may not have 10 minutes. The Sentinels are massing for a final assault." Mira scanned the debris field. A massive wreck, a Vren capital ship, loomed nearby, its hull intact. "Isma, follow me. We're using that wreck as cover." The Firefly dove toward the Vren ship, Isma's destroyers trailing. The Sentinels pursued, their projectiles pummeling the wreck's hull. Mira's gamble paid off. The Vren armor absorbed the hits, shielding the fleets. Inside the wreck, Leo's console pinged. "Virus is ready. If we deploy it, it'll nuke the Curator's network, but it might take the megastructure's data with it." Mira met Isma's gaze on screen. "Your call, Subcommander. We fight or we end this." Isma's claws tightened. "Deploy it!" The Sentinels closed in, their launchers glowing for the kill. "To be continue,"